Just a week now after the host of The View mocked Carly Fiorina's appearance, a Republican candidate will head to their couches this week. Let's go back. It all started with this moment in the aftermath of the Republican debate.
She kicked off her thing saying, you know, people tell me that I didn't smile enough during the last debate. She looked demented. I mean, she did not, her mouth did not downturn one time. She was like,
Halloween mask. I love that.
A smiling Fiorina. Can you imagine?
I think demented is a strong word, but it looked like she'd been practicing that for a long time. And she did get some affirmation from Trump.
She means demented. I think as a comic, I have to stand up for the words we use.
Well, Carly Fiorina hitting back at the comments from The View, hitting back over the weekend. Carly Fiorina saying she's tired of being insulted by quote-unquote liberal feminists. So, reaction to that, here's The View today.
Yesterday also on Fox News, Republican candidate Carly Fiorina got a little pissed off with us. You know, she was pissed off about something we were talking about after last week's debate, and she was asked if there was a double standard for conservative women. Take a look.
I think there's a double standard. It's funny, you know, I was on The View several months ago. They said none of that to my face. There is nothing more threatening to the liberal media in general and to Hillary Clinton in particular than a conservative woman. So of course there's a double standard, and conservative women from Sarah Palin to Michelle Bachmann to Carly Fiorina are long used to this. It will not stop me. It will not scare me. And maybe the ladies of The View, if I come back on again, let's see if they have the guts to say that to my face.
Well, here's the deal. Here's the deal.
I love it.
Carly will be here on Friday. Now, I will not, but I do want to point out, Carly, that the last time you were here, and you'll see B-roll running, we welcomed you to our table. We helped raise your
profile?
Your profile, so you would be included in the sea of men. There were you weren't worried about, you know, any kind of Republican backlash. Nobody was backlashing. We were respectful and gave you your due. So, just so we're all clear, you have to know the difference between when somebody's coming for you and when somebody is paying you a compliment and when somebody is saying, here's my observation. If you can get that together, maybe you can be president. But how about this Republican candidate?
It's a brilliant strategy move on her part, and I think every politician would do the same.
And now she'll get some.
Okay.
Okay?
We love that.
You'll be here again.
All right.
Welcome back to The View, Carly Fiorina.
All right, Charmaine Yoest is with me, former Reagan advisor and former senior advisor to Mike Huckabee's campaign in 2008, and Maria Cardona, CNN political commentator and Democratic strategist. Ladies, great to have both of you on. You know, this is something, Charmaine, first to you. I mean, obviously I want to get to Whoopi's comments today. This is something I took on my show last week. I called the ladies of The View out, and I love The View, but I called them out for what they were saying about Carly Fiorina's face. I would love first to get your reaction, Charmaine, on the initial comments from last week.
You know, Brooke, I think this is just the worst kind of parody of Mean Girls. There's so much hypocrisy going on here. Love to hear Whoopi trying to claim that somehow she's a part of Carly Fiorina's success, and that somehow the fact that they were nice to her face but talking behind her back makes it okay to be liberal and hypocritical about how they're attacking Carly Fiorina for her appearance instead of taking her on substance. This is just nothing but them not being willing to accept a strong conservative woman who is standing by her opinions.
We women are the worst to each other, and I'm all about, you know, hitting and criticizing. I agree, though, it should be on substance and not on physicality. Maria, your reaction?
Absolutely. I agree with Charmaine, and your commentary was spot on, Brooke. I loved it. And I thought their comments were nothing less than atrocious, because there is so much to go after Carly Fiorina on her policies. We should never get into women's looks on either side. It is a losing proposition, and I will defend any conservative woman who is attacked by any media on her looks, on the way she dresses, because that is what society, that is what we all of us are battling in society, right? But it's her. it's her policies that we need to be going after, because frankly, her policies will be incredibly bad for women, atrocious, and we should enumerate them.
This is
go
the
ahead,
problem.
Charmaine.
Yeah, sorry. This is the problem, Maria, is that the truth is that behind all of this is the fact that the women on The View don't like the fact that Carly has been staking out a very strong pro-life opinion. And so I'm glad that you and I agree on the fact that we shouldn't be attacking each other on appearance. But what we see from a conservative perspective is that anytime a woman comes out and really stakes out a position as being pro-life, then all of a sudden she's not allowed to be pro-woman. And that's what's really going on here on The View. I don't think it's any of her other positions.
Do you think that
I don't know.
hang on, ladies, hang on. Do you think that they would have made the same comments had it been Hillary Clinton, to Charmaine's point, or even Carly Fiorina's point, either of you?
No, probably not. I don't think they would have said that about Hillary Clinton. But again, I think that I think what will happen on Friday is that they will start going after her on her policies, as they should have from the get-go. Because this is a woman who claims to stand up for women, yet on issues like equal pay for equal work for women, she's against. She's against raising the minimum wage, and guess what? Women represent 2/3 of minimum wage workers. So again, I could talk about a whole slew of policies, including a woman's right to choose. A majority of women and a majority of Americans in this country agree with a woman's right to choose. And I think those are all fair game.
Going
There's
to your
a lot
point,
there.
Brooke, yes, we do
Go ahead,
see
Charmaine.
Hillary Clinton being glamorized, being put on the cover of Vogue magazine. She's partying with Lena Dunham and being held up as this great feminist icon and example.
She is also
for
polling
little
much
girls.
higher. Let's just be fair on that end.
Well, that is true.
Yeah.
Although I will say, across the board, women do take more hits on their appearance, and Hillary Clinton and her hair and her pantsuits have been
That's true.
a huge focal point of criticism.
That's
and
exactly right.
You know, I think as women, we do all agree that that's got to stop, and that's why I'm so disappointed in The View for getting down and playing this kind of this horrible game that women are constantly subjected to. And you know, here's Carly. I thought she was doing a fantastic job of creating that presence that, as a woman, you really have to have in a debate, going up on a stage with where everyone else is a man. She's doing a great job of projecting that kind of power and authority, and you know, that's really why the women of The View are wanting to tear her down.
I will be watching Friday. Maybe we do this again Friday afternoon to see how it goes. Can I just say, ladies, let's please not tear each other down. I don't care if you're a Republican, Democrat, or who knows what. Let's bring each other up. Bottom line.
Amen,
especially
sister.
when it comes to
Thank you, Brooke.
image. Charmaine Yoest, Maria Cardona, thank you so much.
Thanks, Brooke.
Great to be here.